Hey buddy, this is Collin, Mr. Old School Gamer, bringing you another epic battle from the beautiful world of Warships. Now, if you guys wondering why I sound even more fucked up than usual, it's because I've been to the dentist today and had some work done. So my face is literally filled up on tranquilizers. So bear with me, guys. I hope you guys have had a great week. Mine was pretty good. Just nailed an exam in business English today. So another box checked on the path of becoming a public procurer. So GG. Today I bring you another nice clip of the Tier 8 Japanese gunboat destroyer, the Akizuki. This, as I said in last week's clip, is quickly becoming my absolute favorite ship in the game, especially Silver Ship. It is extremely fun to play. And it really don't give a fuck about matchmaking. It really doesn't. So it's a great destroyer, but it's terribly slow and bad maneuverability. But other than that, it is a real beast. I mean, the amount of shells you can pump out of these guns is just ridiculous. And also some great torps. So, we are pushing with our friendly destroyer Minsk here on the A cap. Usually going straight for the B cap in the beginning of the game is pretty much toss up if you're gonna survive longer than 2 minutes or not. So usually I will often try and go for either the A cap or the C cap first. It enhances your chances of actually capping or surviving the cap. And then waiting a bit and pushing B a bit later in the game. That's usually the best idea. So when we arrive at the A cap, we find out that it is usually, as usual, already contested by the enemy destroyer. And usually you can find him, that place I just zoomed in at, right behind that cliff. So that is usually the best place to torp, if you see that the cap is contested. But this guy actually pushed in, which was kind of a big mistake for him. Because now he needs to deal with both me and the Minsk. And he's pretty vulnerable sitting in the smoke with us both nearby. So he needs to bail, and of course then I just can train my guns on him. Unfortunately, he beats me with pretty much a second for the first blood achievement, which would have gotten me one extra consumable for this game, because this game I actually have my Yamamoto cut-in on board. So that was quite a shame, but at least we got the kill. And now I am alone in the cap. So the capture is going great. The remaining enemy fleet seems to be bugging out. Now I do have the majority of my team backing me up here at A, which is of course a great thing. But it can usually evolve into a negative thing as well, because now it's up to me pretty much to influence all these guys to actually go and push straight for B, because I can't go cap B on my own because I will only get killed. And usually when you get a big part of the fleet in one cap on one side like I have here right now, then it can be a real struggle to get them to actually change direction and go back you up in the other cap as well. So I see this Akizuki in the B cap, so I'm trying to help my fellow destroyer in the B cap to take this guy out as soon as possible, because he also faces a cruiser in the B cap, which isn't an optimal situation for him. So I will try and push for the B cap as fast as possible, and I'm also pinging the Mogami in the B cap for the team, hoping that my fleet behind me will start to engage this guy, because he will be a big hinder for us to be able to cap the B cap, of course. Here you can see how much you struggle with the speed on this ship. If you don't have the speed boost active, then it takes half the game to reach the next cap, unfortunately. So we have at least one enemy cruiser in the B cap as what we know of, but there can be more ships as well, so it doesn't really feel good pushing in, since the majority of the fleet are still in the A cap circle. For what reason, I can't really tell you. But of course they are slow big battleships, and I should give them the benefit of the doubt. Here comes the Mogami Torps, which was pretty much suspected. And of course we have another cruiser as well. It looks like 3 cruisers. Yeah, great. And of course a Pensacola with radar. So we need to try and take these guys out as soon as possible. So of course I go for the low health one and kill him off first. Now I need to try and focus the Pensacola, because I don't want him to push in with his radar, because that will fuck up both me and my friendly destroyer buddy in the B cap, of course. So I'm trying to persuade him to go somewhere else. And here is the great gun arcs of the Akizuki. Really great. I managed to set one fire on the Pensacola, but he drops out of detection, so I start focusing this Mogami instead. Bad news for me, the Mogami managed to kill off my friendly destroyer buddy, and now I'm totally alone against 2 enemy cruisers. So I'm really hoping that I get a lot of backup from the fleet, but as you can still see, they are still parked at A for some reason. And this is, I mean, I don't really understand this kind of playstyle. If you have a destroyer in your team trying to go for the cap, I mean, your fucking job is to try and support him as much as possible. And you can't do that by hiding behind some islands half the map away. I mean, you need to show your presence. You need to scare the enemy team with your HP pools and your big guns and your presence. You can't sit and snipe miles away. It doesn't really work like that. So I kill off the second cruiser alone. So now I have still some cruiser in the B cap, because it's still contested. And I'm still waiting for the remaining of the fleet to move out of A. There are some ships pushing in, actually, which feels really great. Better late than never, as they say. So this is a good thing. We have half the enemy fleet on that side of the island, outside B, and it seems like we have the other half on the east side, behind that island. So it doesn't really look like there is someone really pushing for B, which is a great thing. We only need to take care of this enemy cruiser that is sitting right behind this island. I'm trying to set some fires on that enemy turrets, but as you can see, I'm starting to get really low on my health. So I really need to play cautiously, even though I am playing really aggressive. But I really need to kill off this cruiser and get rid of him, so I can cap this cap. Fortunately for me, he isn't focusing me, because then I would probably be dead right now. I managed to set a fire, and it looks like at least one of my torps is gonna connect. And it does. Giving me my 4th kill. And do you remember when I told you in the start of the game that I have loaded up my Yamamoto captain on this ship now? Well, I'm on my 4th kill, which means that if I get one more kill, I get a giant heal on my ship, which couldn't come at a better time than right now. I noticed this Sean horse parked right outside the B cap, and I'm not really sure if he's just focusing on that friendly battleship in the west, or if he's AFK, or maybe he got disconnected. But of course I'm gonna try and set as many fires on him as possible. But he drops on out of detection. But as long as I don't have any other targets to shoot at, I might as well try. Oh, I actually landed a couple of shells. So he's still there. Oh, there he is. Sweet. It looks actually like he has been disconnected. Now, a great man would never take advantage of a AFK player. I am not a great man. I want my Kraken, baby! Come on! Don't judge me! Another enemy battleship pushes in front. I don't know if he is really kind and trying to draw the fire away from the Sean horse, or if he just wanted to poke out and see what's what. But he very quickly comes to the realization that it was a pretty bad idea. So he's just backing off again. So let's just continue burning this Sean horse down. A couple of more shells. Come on. Come on. He's trying to heal up. So he's not AFK. Oh, booyah, baby! Kraken, baby! Look at that great heal. OMG. That was some sweet, sweet bonus. And of course, my reload has now dropped down to 1.7 seconds, I think, instead of 3 seconds. So, yeah. This is a great thing. Since I've carried this team from the start pretty much, getting the caps and pushing the caps, I don't really mind getting some nice HP heal and some quicker reloading guns. I think it's a pretty good reward, this Yamamoto bonuses that you can get. So now we have a couple of enemy ships right behind this big mountain. So I guess since we pretty much secured the win for the team, I'm just gonna YOLO straight in, trying to get at least one more ship to go down. I feel like with the health pool I have right now, I should survive at least one assault. I wouldn't have tried this if I was still at I think it was like 2000 HP or something I was before. So I was thinking about maybe shooting my torps, one salvo on each ship, and then just trying to finish them off with my 1.7 second reload. I got also a battleship backing me up here, so we should be pretty good. I mean, just look at that reload. That reload is freaking amazing. Imagining shooting a broadside battleship or a cruiser with armor piercing with 1.7 second reload. I mean, that is just full beast mode right there. So the match is quickly coming to an end, but at least we got 6 kills and some damage done. So all in all, a pretty decent game. 10 fires. It is actually a pretty decent fire starter, this ship. Made number 1 in the match, which isn't really that unusual in this ship. And as you can see, I had to carry a whole lot of players. The Bismarck gets a compliment. Tanked almost 800,000 damage for the team, which I think majority of that was in the B cap. And did a pretty decent game for a tier 8 silver ship. So all in all, pretty good game. That said, I want to thank you guys for checking out this video. Please remember to leave a like and a comment below and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content. And have a good one, guys. Bye bye.